So welcome, it's the end of January. I thought I'll give you a quick update on the plot. Which side we'll start this side. So this side, there's not a lot been happening since I've took this plot on. I've had some flowers down here. There was 2 trees, so I've started cutting them down. This will continue to be flowers, wildflowers. And I'm going to put a little fence around because we've got a little one, and just to keep her away from the pond. There's a couple of bit of fence there that needs repairing, which I'm going to do in the next couple of weeks. Moving on, all this has been barked, raised beds installed. I've got loads of pallet collars. These pallet collars cost me nothing. There's a few leaks there from last year. Had my sprouts in that bed up until a couple of weeks ago, pulled them all up. I did have in this one here, there was some broad beans I sown in autumn. Unfortunately, they come up, but yeah, they've died. So I'll get another broad bean sowing in the next couple of weeks. I'll plant them in my the greenhouse. Got some overwintering onions. That bed and that bed. A couple of small beds. The rhubarb, which was up there underneath the trees, they've struggled since I planted them there, so I've moved them to here. On there we have got some grapevines. I took from cuttings, and they've come on really well, especially when I've moved them out into the ground. So I'm hoping they put on quite a bit more growth this year. These are my autumn raspberries. I've had loads and loads off them this year. Well, say this year, last year. Just need getting in there and tidying that up. We've had a lot of brambles grow all in this path up here, so I managed to kill them off, and we'll get down and get them pulled up. Currant bushes, so there's a few brambles in there that I need to come out. Again, do that within the next couple of weeks. We've got some apple trees which didn't do too well last year. I've been debating whether to cut these down, pull them up and plant some more, but at the moment this is just used as a bit of a dumping ground for pallets. I've got some railway sleepers there which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, and loads of wood up there. In here we've got some tulips, got some mint which I've cut back. I'll top dress that with compost, and then lilies. We've got some more tulips in there. The remnants of the trees that I've cut down at the front, I just need to cut them down, try and chip them somewhere, or burn them off, but the wood's still quite, it's not dried off. It won't dry off for a long time, so I'm thinking of stripping it all down, drying the wood and use it as for fire, lighting fires down here. Compost heaps, that one's nearly empty, and this one, to be honest, probably could do with being turned over into that one. So if you look, I don't know where, well, you can see down there, but it's rotting down quite nicely down the bottom. Moving into the greenhouse, there's not a lot really going on in there. Just using it just to store some compost, and there's remnants of a pallet in there. Again, most of that pallet wood is no good, so I'll chuck it in there, let it dry off, and get that burnt off. There's a dahlia that's overwintering in there. Let's close that up. And we've got an apple tree which I have no idea on the variety, but I've been told it was a variety from Poland and it's very early cropping. I think it actually, the apples on there are ready to harvest June, July time. Unfortunately, it's one of those of if you don't pick them, they spoil very quickly. And then my pear tree, and then we've got some autumn raspberries grown in this lot, which again provided loads of raspberries last year. Chicken wise, I've lost quite a few, down to I think 8 now. I've just started to lay some eggs. Some days I'm getting 1, some days I'm getting 2. Hopefully in the as the days get brighter, I'll start laying some more. To be honest, these are very old chickens now. That one there, there's another one knocking about. She's about 5 years old. They are both laying eggs. I think the youngest chickens now in there are 3 years old. I didn't want to get any more last year, simply because we had too many, but we've lost quite a few last year and into autumn. I might get a few more this year, just so they guaranteed some eggs, because egg production obviously as they get older dies off. Obviously this has all been barked as well. I was going to take that apple tree out, but the missus said no, leave it, it's not doing any harm. We've had a couple of apples off it, so I've left it in there. Bit of cover. So that's how the plot's looking at the end of January 2024. We've had a lot of wind, so there's stuff everywhere down here, like random pots. So all I'm waiting really is for spring to start, get sowing, get planting, and we can get cracking.